All right, a pleasant good evening to you from Tony'sPicks.com, and welcome to Night Moves for Saturday, October 11th, DeAndre, and a fun night of action on Thursday. But we got lots of college football to talk about and big baseball game as well, and not much recap from the last one time. There wasn't a lot of games, but we did do well in the games that did go down. And what about it, DeAndre? That game took 15 innings tonight. You don't see that anymore,
I
right?
thought we was gonna go
No
16, man.
wonder
I
we
thought
put
we
a
was
guy
gonna
at
go
second base.
16.
We don't want to sit there all night. I thought it was pretty exciting, though. I mean, I'm glad we do it this way in the playoffs. But Seattle did get the win. You had the under. I know I went with Detroit, but I also was talking about that first five, right? I think everybody in the chat agreed. Seattle gets it done. Detroit deserved better too. That was a great game and an incredible finish. The bullpens were outstanding. I didn't think it was ever going to end.
Yeah, man. That was a good game. I gave y'all the under on night moves. I had the Seattle Mariners as my best bet on at Tony'sPicks.com.
Oh,
It was a good game, man. If the rest of the playoffs are gonna be like that, I'll definitely be tuned into these playoffs games. Just ready to see the rest of these games, man. The Cubs and the Brewers playing today also. Can't forget about them. Let's see what Saturday got for us, man. We coming off a 3-0 day at Tony'sPicks.com.
yeah,
Coming
I'm
off
not.
a lot of winners on night moves, man. So I hope you guys was on the
Yeah,
right side. I hope you guys was listening to us. We had a prosperous day today, man.
look at this.
Let's keep it rolling.
I'm not ready to get into Saturday. I'm ready to talk about DeAndre. Look at this, 3-0. You said it. There you had it. Colorado State. They came out like gangbusters and crushed them there. He gave it to you for free right here on the show. You didn't need to subscribe, but in case you did, there it is. He had Seattle and DeAndre, South Florida, 63 to 99 points.
The better offense, the better team, man. We gave y'all these picks right here at Night Moves. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
I watched a lot of y'all videos. Y'all try to play me like I was crazy, like y'all couldn't understand what I was saying. I understand that what comes with the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate all the support, all the love, man. Each and every night we're gonna be here breaking these games down for y'all, man. We can't we got to just keep going, man. There's another day, another chance to make opportunities. If you lost, get back to the drawing board, come get right, get you a cup of coffee, get you some snacks, and come chill with me and Mr. Ramon for the next hour and a half, man. We're going to break these games down for y'all.
All right, I at least got to take a little bit credit in there for the over in South Florida game. When I gave out the over, it was over. I looked up. All of a sudden, it was like 50 to 25. I was like, geez, how many points are these guys?
Yeah, man.
Didn't I say last
It
night?
had
100 points.
at halftime it was 21-21. You know what I'm saying? North Texas don't have no defense. They had the
It's
ball like twice and didn't
you know,
capitalize off turnovers, man. South
did
Florida
South
was the
Florida
better
score on
team.
every possession there, DeAndre, in the third
Yeah, after
quarter?
halftime it was over with. After halftime it was over with. NBA preseason bets was good. We had a lot of winners there,
Good.
man.
We've almost swept the board. You said you said Brooklyn there, and we saw Phoenix get run up to 5.5. They covered that big number. You had Toronto, you had Orlando. I gave out the total correctly in those games too. Same with Utah and San Antonio. I had the over. You had Utah, and then the man, great job, Deanna. This is a preseason, and we're
Yeah,
crushing
man.
it.
Good job to you too, Mr. Ramon. Like I said, man, we here every night breaking these games down, trying to get y'all the best numbers, trying to get y'all the best lines. Me and you are best bet a good duo, Mr. Ramon. They got to pair us up at MrTony'sPicks.com. 2 for 1 Capper deal, man. Put the code in for 15% checkout, man. It's get on a 3-day pass, 7-day pass, man. We printing money, man. Between me and Mr. Ramon, man, we print money, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man.
There's
Enough
all of
talking.
your,
Let's do it.
yeah, there's all of your games right there for tomorrow. Make sure you head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code Tony T.
Trance said he cashed on that CFL game.
He
Yeah,
had
man.
it.
Y'all see me
Let's
top of the
give him the
leaderboard.
credit, DeAndre.
Yeah,
So,
Trance, good job, man. Good
yep,
keep. Good
he had
job.
it there. They didn't cover 10.5. Actually, I came up short on my pick. So thank you to Trance for that pick there. I said lay the points. It ended up being 27-19 there, DeAndre. So at least Trans Canada saved the day with the total there in that one. Okay, so we do have some big games here. We'll just put the yesterday aside. I mean, we could even talk a
Oh
few more.
yeah, man. Good job, Mr. Ramon. Good job. You know, when it's all said and done, and it start calculating, and everybody see Mr. DeAndre and Ramon just skyrocketing out of nowhere. All we could tell him is night moves, man.
That's a good point, especially with those NBA preseason. It felt like at the first day or two, we're like, we're kind of feeling. Now it just felt like every team has 2 or 3 games now coming up, 2 games, and we're
It
hitting
just
it.
make you feel good, you know. Like I said, man, when you're handicapping these preseason games, you know, you got to think about it. You know, it's not only the starters playing like a couple minutes,
Yeah.
then a bunch of random nobodies playing, and you still somehow end up on the right side, man. That just lets you know that we're gonna have one hell of a NBA season, and for now we're gonna focus on this playoff, college football, and the Ace. If you was on Night Moves years ago, I gave y'all that here on the show for free.
Yeah, better. That's right. We better talk about that real quick too with the championship game there last night in the
I
WNBA.
ain't like it. This year was boring. I
WNBA.
wish a different team would have. I hope the WNBA get better teams or do something about it to where it's more competitive. But yeah,
Oh,
man. Shout out to the Aces.
yeah, we're celebrating here in Las Vegas. They're partying in this. No, they're not partying. They're not partying in the streets, DeAndre. But they did win the championship here. Because they probably go to the strip and have a good night. Okay, so we did mention that as well. I had the over there on the show last night as well for a good one. Okay, let's go with it. We got to be rolling here in the chat because let me do this again. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 15%. And DeAndre and I are ready to go. We got to talk
Yeah.
base.
I got my best Tony's T.
Oh,
Yeah, man. I got my best bet at Tony'sPicks.com. Coming off a 3-0 day, our best bets are hot. We rolling, man. Ready to attack the day, man. Let's do it. Good luck, Mr. Ramon. Appreciate you for having me, man.
now let's go. Let's go. And now make the picks for the games. Let's go to Major League Baseball. Start us off, DeAndre. We got the big game 5 here with the Cubs taking on the Brewers in this one. And, well, now the Brewers all of a sudden have Mizorowski going, and he looked great in his relief stint, right? Last game. I mean, he kind of came in and the Brewers were in a bullpen game, remember? And you remember old Mizorowski. Remember he struck out like every guy he faced the first game he came out there. Probably overshot his potential a little bit with that incredible start to his career, but he's starting game 5 right here against Colin Ray of the National League Division Series with the season on the line. That's pretty good for a rookie, but Colin Ray does have he's a veteran, right? And Mizorowski barely pitched a dozen major league games, maybe a little more than that. Let's be real, but there's an experience difference here. I don't know if there's a ability difference. Mizorowski is going to be a star. Colin Ray,
Yeah,
30.
this Mizorowski kid.
I'm just losing DeAndre a little bit tonight, aren't I? All right, DeAndre. Oh, you're coming in and out with me, DeAndre. I might have to continue on here a little bit. Hope I'm not cutting you off, but I'm not quite hearing you here at this point. Let me at least cover a little numbers with these guys. Maybe I'll get DeAndre back here. Looks great. Yep, here he comes.
I'm
Maybe
back.
it's on my end. There you are. Oh, I think it might be better already.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think you are good. I was just saying, go ahead, DeAndre. I was saying, actually here, right, you have Mizorowski going to be a star for sure if he's not already a young star. Oh, all right. Mizorowski going to be a young star here if he's not already. Colin Ray, kind of a journeyman, right? Coming in here, and you got to figure he can go, certainly more than a few. I don't think he's Matt Boyd few here necessarily, but I think for me, I like Mizorowski. It's just that can he handle the pressure? It feels like of a big game 5, and how much bullpen, will the Milwaukee Brewers need in this game? I mean, Mizorowski already was kind of limited. That's what they ended up doing there. He'd only pitched in, briefly in the minor leagues, didn't have full seasons. So they actually stopped pitching him late in the season so that he would be rested in time and maybe pitch in spots like this where he could go several innings. So you with me, DeAndre?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad.
No problem. I was waiting for you. I'll let you go. I'll let you cover it. I said Mizorowski, basically a young pitcher. He's going to be a big star. He's a fireballer now that can mow guys down. A lot of pressure for a game 5. Colin Ray at least will be a little bit steady. He's a veteran, right? He's more of a journeyman there with some talent too. He can definitely now and then spin a real strong game, but they're on the road here. The Cubs trying to do what was done to them back in 1984 and win 3 straight games after trailing 2-0.
Yeah, like I was saying before I got cut off, man. We like this Mizorowski kid, you know what I'm saying? He's a good pitcher, you know what I'm saying? But the Cubs, the only problem with the Cubs is that they're not hitting on the road. They're only batting 156 on the road in their road playoff games. The Brewers are hitting at home. They're hitting in these playoff games. They're hitting 343. Imanaga in his 2 playoff games earned 6 earned runs. So with that being said, I lean towards the Brewers on the money line.
All right, DeAndre, I gotta agree with you. I think in that one with I like him too. I like him too for sure. And from what you say in here, you'll see Imanaga here. I think we're going to see multiple of these guys. Obviously in a playoff game, you're going to see, I don't know if it's more of a bullpen game right out the gate. So if it's Imanaga, that's fine too.
Yeah, we know Imanaga struggles giving up the home run early in the game too also. So but what's up, Timmy Tushu? How you doing today? What's up to you guys in the chat, man? Kendrick, Jay, Trent, Martez, Timmy Tushu, how you guys doing today, man?
Nice. Oh yeah, Danny's got Mizzou.
Hey, somebody asked, is the BYU and Arizona game gonna go?
Oh wow, I'll look into that right away. I don't want to waste our time.
It seems they thought it was going to be stormy and floody.
Yeah, well, it's been raining here pretty hard in Las Vegas, but I actually don't know about if there will be a delay necessarily. It really is just a remnants of a hurricane, so it's supposed to be, by the time it got up here and everything, it should be good to go, but we'll keep an eye on that for sure. So okay, DeAndre, well, you say you going with Milwaukee here in this one. Yeah, Chicago's struggling, but man, Milwaukee at home has been smacking for sure. It feels like I'm going to go over in this one. I think it might get a little wild, if you know what I mean, in this one. So we got here, Timmy Tushu says, team total over with the Brewers. And Mr. West says, not an El Nino. It's just a little hurricane that dissipated. Okay, DeAndre says, go with Milwaukee. DeAndre, Milwaukee. And Mizorowski. He can be dominant. We know this guy really cooks that fastball up there. You just hope he can handle the pressure a little bit. Seemed like he started so good and then kind of went downhill. He might have got a little tired, but they did rest him. I was talking about DeAndre rest him a little bit. That's why they shut him down a little bit toward the end of the regular season. Okay. Gotcha. let's keep it moving here. We're going to go right into the football here, if you'd like, DeAndre. So I think we got to 10 or 12 games we can look at. If you got a premium, you can just skip it, and we could just all talk about the game a little bit. So let's kick it off, though, on the early slate here with Pitt on the road. I hope I picked some good ones here. I know that a couple I left off. Maybe I was regretting it, but for Pittsburgh here, they come in 3-2, 1-1 in the ACC. Florida State 0-2 in the ACC, but they're still 3-2 in this one, DeAndre. And you have Florida State, pretty big favorite here. I'll check these lines if you see something different. I typed these in a little bit earlier, but I think 10 here and 57. Yep.
That was it. 10-57.
Yeah. Yep. Pittsburgh lost its only road game at West Virginia. Florida State coming in here and losing their last two at Virginia and against Miami.
Yeah, man. This Pitt versus Florida State game, man. The quarterback change has helped the Panthers. The past two losses were at home.
So.
FSU pass defense is a concern. Pitt has defended the run well. Pitt do good in these spots right here. So I want to take the points with Pitt on the road.
Okay. Yeah, Pitt, they're not great as a road dog. I know that for sure, but they are 6-3 against the spread. Their last 9 coming in off of a win, and obviously they look good against BC. You mentioned the freshman quarterback Heinschel last week looked real good. They beat Boston College 48-7, but freshman quarterback got in there and looked pretty good, and they've scored 48 points. They also had a 45-point game this season as well. Pitt's gone 3-1 to the over in their games against FBS competition so far this season. Seminoles are running the ball pretty good. I love Castellanos as a quarterback. I don't know. He's as a veteran. I mean, he's got a strong arm too. So road teams won the last 3 in the series, but they haven't played here since 2020 in Tallahassee. 41-17. Pitt won that one. I'm going to go over on DeAndre. I'm going to go under with Pitt and Florida State in this one. DeAndre says take the Panthers plus the points.
Yeah, Mr. Whiskers, man. Y'all been struggling at home this year, so I want to fade this Florida State team. And like I said, the quarterback change has helped the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? So if this freshman quarterback for the Panthers can keep it going, it's gonna be a good game.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to jinx it. I will say the stat though, DeAndre. Pittsburgh 1-9 against the spread, last 10 as a road underdog. Okay, let's keep it moving here with one we were kind of talking about. We want to make sure we talked about, you and I. Alabama, we love our SEC. Alabama taking on Missouri here in this one. And, for Alabama, look, hey, it might not be going perfect right now this season. I know that. But coming in here, they're still going to be a 3-point favorite on the road here at Mizzou. Alabama 4-1 still. They're 2-0 in the SEC. DeAndre, Missouri won their SEC Open over South Carolina. So, look, Alabama's beat Georgia, and who else did they beat? Vandy, who's good, right? I mean, I got Vandy as a pretty decent team.
Yeah, and that Vandy game was good. It was up until halftime. It was a tie game, but
they pulled away and covered. I liked Vandy in that game, so I can't sit here and say
I had Vandy in the first half in that game. But looking at this game, Alabama versus Missouri, man. I think in this game, I'm going to lean towards the home dog in Missouri, getting the 3.5 at home. I think that with the recent play that Alabama's been having, I think that they're kind of overvalued in this spot. Like you said, Missouri has won their SEC game. They looked good, you know what I'm saying? So I think that this one will be an early upset, you know what I'm saying? Alabama, they good. They good, but Mizzou is a sneaky home underdog, and I think at home on a Saturday morning in front of their home crowd, they're going to come out trying to compete in this game.
I'm so torn, DeAndre, because of the beginning. I did put a futures play on Alabama because I thought 10-1 on Alabama, no matter what, to me. And I thought DeBoer was going to come in here and look, they're still only 4-1. I'm not complaining about it right now. And they've covered 4 of the last 5 against Missouri. Missouri's gone over in 5 of their last 6. I mean, I don't want to just say that Alabama's dead for they're obviously okay for the conference title here. I mean, they can still keep winning. They're 2-0 and they can still get some things done. So I don't know. I kind of was torn a little bit on this side a little bit, but I think I'm with you as far as the side is concerned. I might be more apt to take the points here and just think it's going to be kind of a close game, if you will. I don't even know if it's going to be a game that they can win. Like you said, sometimes you get that 1 or 2 point game. I'm going to go under, though, if that's okay, at 52. DeAndre, I was going to use that as a premium this week. It was like it's 56, wasn't it? Now it's all the way down to 52. So no value there, but I still am going to go under. I mean, I hope, if anybody wants to not do it because of the big move, I can respect that, but I'm still going under 52.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mizzou, there it is. Mizzou, one of the best defenses in the Mizzou. Do they ever play a road game? Robot Glock says. Alabama's good, but it's tough on the SEC road. When that music starts up and you got it, and the crowd. All right, keep it going. Go ahead,
yeah. No, you good. You good.
Yeah, let's keep it moving. Ohio State and Illinois. Look, it might be a 14-point spread. Illinois might have had the disappointing game there against Indiana, but you know what? At least, hey, Illinois has 1 loss. I mean, you got to consider this as still kind of a big game, I think, because of, Illinois played pretty good this year, no doubt about it. Yeah, they have the loss. And I don't know. I like Julian saying a lot, but he's got to go on another road trip here. Illinois got a little bit of defense, DeAndre. I don't know if it's Ohio State type of calm down defense.
Yeah, Ohio State coming off a good win against Washington. Like you said, Illinois got good defense. This should be a good game. The Ohio State defense has been outstanding, allowing 9 points or fewer in each game.
Yep.
They went into a tough Washington environment and came out with the road win. The Buckeyes are allowing 2.9 yards on the ground. Like you said, also Illinois defense is good again. I'm leaning towards the under in this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you there, and under for DeAndre. I think don't be giving away the premiums here. Okay, I like that, but probably going to join you there. But let me go with the total here in this one with Ohio State and Illinois. I'm actually going to take that hook here, DeAndre. I'm going to take the 14.5. I might be putting a little bit too much. I always feel like I get burned. Illinois never comes through when you want them to or need them. They haven't taken that next step. How's that? I think they haven't taken that next step.
Mr. Whiskers says it got to be a Illinois. It has to be Illinois money line.
Look at that. I mean, look, Mr. Whiskers get a little cheeky in there. Maybe I'm taking them plus the points.
Man, hey, it's Saturday, just the days that we've been waiting for. So hey, them dogs gonna be barking.
You're right, Robot Glock. It's all about the defense, but also it helps. It has. Look, I mean, look at all the NFL receivers from Ohio State, man. I mean, all you need to be, and they've obviously got one of the best going. So, okay, let's keep it moving here. DeAndre said go with the under, and I'm saying I'm going to go with the Illini in that one. Iowa State and Colorado. I just wanted to touch here on this one with the Coach Prime. Man is having a rough time right now. Hope he doesn't have to get more surgery. But anyway, Iowa State coming in here, 3-point road favorite against Colorado in this one. It was 5, I think, DeAndre, and has gone down here to 3. I think Colorado's kind of taken the action.
Yeah, man. They could take all the action they want, but man, this quarterback play for Colorado is it's a step down from last year with Shedeur Sanders, man. This Salter guy hasn't been who we expected him to be. We thought Julian was going to get the start, but this guy came out of nowhere and just stopped everything that he had going on. Colorado has lost 2 games at home already. They don't look good in conference games. Iowa State is getting way better quarterback play. They got a 65% completion rate,
Anthony Beck.
8.5 yards pass per attempt. Like I said, man, this Colorado offense just hasn't looked good. I'm gonna take Iowa State here.
Okay, DeAndre says take Anthony Beck at quarterback and Ohio State in this one. They lost to Cincinnati, but it was still 38-30 last week. That was a pretty good game between good teams, it felt like. And look, they've scored a lot of points. I mean, 24, 39, 30 in the conference.
Yeah, and they came back in that game too. They was down and they fought to the end of the game. So I mean, hey, and they coming off a loss, so I feel like this is a perfect spot for Iowa State.
Okay, I'm grabbing another under here, DeAndre, with Iowa State and Colorado. You're talking about that Colorado offense a little bit and what the Iowa State. Those are big points, but they're on the road here. I'm going to go under 52. Okay, thanks to everyone in the chat. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, Prime. I mean, man,
you better, Coach Prime.
Guy who was so incredible be suffering from those leg ailment. You wonder if he was so awesome. He really was so incredible. Such a player, DeAndre, that there had to be something to that. Okay, let's keep it going here. Nebraska's on the road taking on Maryland. I never trust Nebraska in situations like this, but obviously the public must here in this game, DeAndre. They've been taking the money, it feels like, all week. They're up to a 7-point favorite here. I think they were as low, I want to say, as 4 or 5 point favorites here early on in this one. But now we're seeing them favored here by a touchdown on the road against Maryland. Both teams coming in with pretty good records here. 4-1.
Yeah, man. I think that this is a perfect spot to take this Maryland team at the crib at home in front of their home crowd. +7. I just think that this game is going to be way closer than the line thinks. I think it's going to be at least a field goal game either side. This Maryland team has been pretty good to start the season off. I like getting them at home as an underdog. I lean towards Maryland +7.
All right, Maryland at home. Yeah, I mean, I don't trust. I never trust Nebraska as a road favorite. I know that maybe could be, they should be even better this year so far. But Maryland's looked fine so far. I mean, they're winning here so far this season. I know that they've struggled in conference play, but looking a little bit better. Nebraska's still 1-6 their last 7 straight up on the road, DeAndre. 2-6. Their last 8 in conference. I kind of agree with you there. I'm going to go under here again in this one at it's down to 47. So, man, I'm going to go with the under, and DeAndre is going here with the Terps. Okay, DeAndre, I think, let me make sure we get the comments from the chat. Maryland for Robot, Terps and the points. Mr. Wester says it might be too high. Okay, this should be good. Maybe it is a step up again for Indiana, and this is where Indiana's failed since they've kind of been that latest flavor of the year, right? Indiana for these last 2 years, every time they've had to step up, DeAndre, it's kind of been, get back there. You're not really ready for the prime time. One of these times they're going to be ready for the prime time, but is it this one against the Ducks? Hoosiers come in with a great record. The Ducks come in with a great record. What do you think?
Yeah, these are 2 undefeated teams coming into this game. I think Oregon is the better team here. They're getting good quarterback play. They move the ball well in the passing game. The Ducks rush for 6.3 yards per carry with good defense. The Hoosiers are 1-5 ATS on the road. Oregon is 10-6 as a home favorite. So I lean towards the Ducks in this game.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to get off the Ducks, man, even at home, laying a big and only 7. It's funny. It was like 10 earlier, though. It feels like the move, DeAndre, has been on Indiana, actually, in this game. But Uh, Look at 53 here. I know it sounds like offense, but I'm going to go under again if you don't mind. I know I've gone under every game. I think here so far. Indiana won at Oregon last. I think it was 30-24 last year. It's a big dog, right? But you still got Oregon. They're still just 18-9 ATS, last 27 off of a win. 13-7 ATS is a home favorite. Oh man. Okay, give me the under here. I'm gonna take another under. DeAndre likes the Ducks.
Timmy Tushu says he liked the under also.
I do too. I know I'm probably going crazy with my unders here. Oregon are they not the same Oregon right now? I don't know. All right, how about well, we've been following the big news, obviously, with this one because look, the spread has completely shifted here to Oklahoma, a 1 point favorite with Mateer going to be in there for sure. Now he's quarterbacking, that's for sure, and that's made Oklahoma the. I don't know if they were going to. I feel like I wanted to take him even if he wasn't playing DeAndre, but to have him in there and as strong as he's looked this season, only a 1 point favorite here in the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, attacking this game, breaking this game down. I want to be on Texas. I'm happy that they do have their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Texas is coming off a road loss to Florida Gators. Yeah, hook 'em. You know what I'm saying? Texas is in a good spot. They're not playing at home, but they're playing at a little spot in Dallas. But it still should be a home game for them. I want to attack Dallas coming off the loss in this spot. Let's see here. Let me give you something.
It's half and half, DeAndre. It really is.
I feel like that this should be the spot. If this ain't the spot, then when is the spot? They overhyped this Arch Manning guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to give him another chance at home in front of his home crowd in a competitive game. As a dog at that, you know what I'm saying? I see +1. Give me Arch Manning in the Texas. Hook him.
All
Hook him.
right.
Hook him.
I just got done watching a bunch of high school games on Friday night. Arch Manning, some of those Louisiana defenses. Hopefully, he will get this figured out and be the quarterback he was expected to be the whole time. I know this feels like defense here in the big Texas State Fair. We're up to 44.5. It was 42.5. I'm actually going over this one, DeAndre. The total's been moving up here a little bit. I think Arch will have a little bit better of a time here going, but we'll see. He's going to need it, obviously, I would think. I think the thing is, we know Oklahoma's got a great defense, but Texas also is right there, right? These are two of the top 5 defenses. I'm still going over. I can't help myself in this one. I think it's going to be Red River rivalry. It gets a little goofy sometimes, okay? Okay, let's see here. Texas and the point for Timmy. Don't bet against the Sooners, says Mr. Weskers.
Hook 'em, hook 'em,
Right.
hook 'em, hook 'em, hook 'em, hook 'em.
Arch is a bust, says Robot Glock.
Archie Bus, okay,
Let's give him some time.
Hook 'em,
Right?
hook 'em, hook 'em, hook 'em. This is the game that Arch is gonna show you guys.
Oh boy, against Oklahoma. Okay, let's keep it rolling right now here on Night Moves, and I think this is one I wanted to look at here with TCU taking on Kansas State. Just closely rated game here, DeAndre. TCU, a 2-point favorite on the road here in conference Big 12 game here on the road in this one. But anything here with these two? You got both. TCU's 4-1. K-State's having an off year though at 2-3. I guess I could have picked a better game.
Nah, this is a good game because
You asked me, I think you could do this one.
attacking this game, I like this. I like this spot for Kansas State as home underdogs. Like you said, they haven't got the best start to the season, so
Right.
all of the value is on them in this spot. Like you said, TCU, they're 4-1. They've been winning games, and Kansas State just had a slow start to the season, but they still have good players. They still have a good team. I want to be all over Kansas State in this spot at home, in front of their home crowd as an underdog. Give me Kansas State. They coming off a loss. It's been tough, like we said. They getting good value at home. They've been getting good quarterback play. Their pass defense has been good. In the home conference games, TCU is 4-7 ATS on the road, and Kansas State is 8-3 AT home against 8-3 ATS at home against the conference. So give me Kansas State in this spot.
Okay, Kansas State also 16-7 ATS, coming in off of a loss, 20-11 against the spread as a home favorite, last 31. So yeah, those numbers are kind of piling up. And I'll say this: 8 of the last 9 in this series have gone under. I'm going under 8 of the last 9. I'm going under. DeAndre says take the Wildcats over the Frogs. All right, Kansas State outright for Trance. Mr. Wetker says we're the newest, hottest duo, and he's an expert on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. You know that. He is. All right, let's keep it going here with. Oh, how about this one, DeAndre? This looks pretty good. Michigan and USC. Oh. Nah, nah, ba-da, 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 ba-da. All right, USC's at least at home, and they are. Oh, I forgot the line. I think it's -2. Let me make sure there. You got it. Yeah. USC 2.5, 56.5. I forgot that graphic.
Yeah, man. Michigan versus USC, man. Attacking this game. I want to attack the over 56.5 in this game. USC is putting up good numbers in the Big Ten, but they defend the pass poorly. USC is 12-4 to the over at home. Give me the over. I think both of these offenses gonna come out and be competing. We know they got Bryce Underwood over there in Michigan. I think it's gonna be a shootout from the time this game starts.
Yeah, Underwood 1,000 yards already in 5 games so far this season. But I'm a Mayava fan too, so I think he might get his share. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. I know the Trojans. Maybe that's why I'm on Illinois a little bit this week. Maybe I was mad because USC lost that game, but I'm going to take USC this week, DeAndre. I'm going to take them to beat Michigan here. And DeAndre says go over 56.5. That has gone up from 54.5, but take the over, DeAndre says, and I'm going to go with All right, let's go back. Let's get our comments from everyone here, and let's see. Fade the over trend. Robot Glock says it's an over. Mr. Wesker says USC is my dark horse, except one problem. It's a white horse, right? Michigan averages over 30 points a game, and let's see here. I think we got it there. But thanks, you guys. Great job in the chat.
Thank you guys in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all for showing up. We appreciate y'all support. We appreciate y'all dialogue. Night moves, man. We're trying to get y'all the best lines, the best values. Shout out to Mr. Ramon for all the work that he put in. Shout out to the chat for y'all come and support us, man.
Yeah, Mr. Wesker says USC is a dark horse, but of course, a traveler. The USC horse is white, Okay. All right. Georgia and Auburn going into the SEC here with a good one, DeAndre. And you got Georgia favorite here on the road at Auburn by 4. And the total here is 46.5.
Yeah, in this game, I want to be all over Georgia, man. Georgia has had good quarterback play. Georgia has beat Tennessee on the road. Auburn against the SEC, they only had rushed for 2 yards per carry. They have a poor passing game. Georgia run the ball good in conference play. They play good defense. Auburn is 1-5 against the spread at home, and Georgia has good numbers in this spot, and we seen Georgia get beaten, broken down in front everybody against Alabama 2 weeks ago. So I think that loss helped them get back on track, and I think that they're dominating everything in that way. Give me Georgia laying the points.
Okay, they lost to Alabama, but that's Alabama, and it was at home, and they never can go. Sometimes they just can't beat Alabama. but they did beat Tennessee on the road. Georgia, though, just 1-7 ATS, and their last 8 is a road favorite. But Auburn has their share of negative trends too. Auburn's gone under in 4 straight games, and under has come home in 11 of the last 15 Georgia Auburn matchups. I've got to go. I'm going under at 46.5. And DeAndre says, take the dogs. The dogs. 7-0 straight up, 5-2 against the spread. Last 7 for Georgia in this series, including 4-1 straight up on the road at Auburn. Okay, so I did give you some positive stats.
We'll talk about that game once we finish talking about the games that we got written down. We'll talk about it towards the end of the show.
Going out to the island. He wants to go out to the island. Okay, DeAndre, this is all you. You've got to talk about the Gamecocks here against the Tigers, and Tigers are a 9-point favorite here. Total 44.5. It's actually gone up a little bit, but still a low total for sure. But what do you think this week for the Bayou Bengals?
Yeah, man. For this game, go Tigers. You know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna lean towards the under in this game. LSU passing game has been bad. LSU has been held to 23 points or fewer in FBS competition. They struggle to run the ball. Like I said, they struggle to throw the ball with a Heisman candidate with Nussmeier. The Gamecocks hold opponents to under 19 points in the game. South Carolina has good quarterback play. I'm just gonna lean towards the under in this game.
Feels like the loser of this game's done for the SEC championship. DeAndre, it really does. Not that not putting these guys necessarily ahead of some of those others, but just so many tough games. You've got to win these type of games. LSU really has to win. South Carolina, feels like they need an upset kind of here right now. They were really outgained by Missouri, and they got dominated there late. So South Carolina still has a shot. I mean, they're 6-1 in Death Valley of their last 7 trips here of 8 points or more. So it's usually a pretty good spot for them. You're scaring me with what you said about the Tigers, especially under Brian Kelly, just 7-12 against the spread against conference foes with a 600 winning percentage or higher when they're coming on off of a win. So this is not usually a great spot for LSU as a favorite, but I got to take somebody, and I'm taking LSU to rock them by double digits.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see here. LSU's alive. Bet there. LSU seems to end up in fights. Okay. Let's go with how about BYU and Arizona? This one looked pretty good on the schedule here. Hopefully we didn't miss your games. We'll try to come back to them. BYU 5-0. Arizona 4-1. BYU's on the road, a favorite here by 2.5. I think they were a 1 or maybe it was even a pick 'em here originally, but BYU's moved to the favorite now.
Yeah, I wanna attack BYU laying these points on the road. BYU has played some tough road games and they won both of them on the road. Arizona offense versus the Big 12 conference has been poor. They struggle to run the ball. The Cougars are 3-1 ATS on the road, so I'm gonna lay the 2.5 with the BYU on the road.
All right, DeAndre going to go here with the Y in this one. Lay it on the road. Look, they're obviously taking the action here. Like I said, I think they were more closer to a pick 'em, but they're 5-0, undefeated in conference. Or Arizona's 2-1 in conference so far. Bachmeier 7 touchdowns, just 1 interception. We know they're real balanced, but they're still averaging 30 points against FBS competition. Arizona, meanwhile, 9-5 against the spread. Their last 14 as a dog coming in. But BYU, DeAndre, 4-0 straight up, 3-1 against the spread. The last 4 meetings between these two teams. And guess what? The unders come in 6 of the last 7 meetings. And, I'm going under again. It's already gone down from 51.5 to 48. So I don't think I can get too fancy with it or a premium. But I'm still going to take another under here. There's a lot of points tomorrow. I might be crying on the show. All right. Go BYU for Timmy Two Shoes. we're cruising along in these, DeAndre. I got just one more for you here. How about Arizona State and Utah? One more out west between teams with good records for sure. Feels like this one also important for these two, with Arizona State 4-1 right now, and Utah 4-1. Two important games in the Big 12. Utah was a 5-point favorite. They're up to 9 now, and 44.5. Bit of a runaway favorite here for the Utes.
Yeah, man. The Sun Devils passing game has struggled on the road. Utah running game has been solid. They are rushing for 5 yards per carry, completing 71% of their passes. Utah is 2-0 ATS when they're coming off a bye week. So I'll live with the Utah here.
All right, take the Utes, says DeAndre, and lay 5 points here in this one. Guess what, DeAndre? 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under. And Arizona's gone under in 3 of their 4 FBS games. BYU's gone under in 3 of their 4 FBS games. You don't even need my handicap. Just go under in every game except that one game where I said over, and then the other game where you picked the total, I picked the side. Other than that, I'm going under in every game, I think. Oh, well. Hey, I'm not going to, go over just to go over. Okay. Great job on those, DeAndre, and thanks to the chat as well. The Utah money line for Mr. Weskers. And Timmy Tushu is talking about flatulence in the chat. I don't think we're going to ban him, but it is a little uncomfortable, or maybe just smelly. I don't know. Utah money line for Mr. Weskers. Okay, DeAndre, great job with that. Did you get a chance? I don't know if you want. We crushed the NBA preseason last night, but there were so many college games. Did you look at it? Do you want to take a stab on some of those games? I don't know if I have enough myself, but I do have the schedule. No, too many games. I've lost your muted, or I can understand you. Okay, I'll just look at the games real quick, and we don't need to make any picks, but we're gonna look at the lines every night for the next 10 days until we get the real deal. I think, DeAndre, is that okay? Thunder taking on the Pacers. Also here, the Hawks are taking on the Grizzlies, and the Hornets are taking on the Mavericks. So I hope that's okay, you guys. A lot of college. Not only did I'm sure DeAndre look at all the games we just previewed, but I mean, I'm sure he looked at every other game because he's got picks over at Tony's Picks. So DeAndre just showed it on the screen. How many?
I'm taking. Oh, my bad.
You have some plays?
I was trying to look at the game for the Utah game. I'm taking the Aggies in that game, guys. I'm taking the Aggies in that game. Who I think it was Timmy Tushu who asked for a handicap on that game.
Oh, in the Hawaii game.
Hawaii game, the Hawaii and the Utah.
Yeah,
State.
let me say it here, at least a line, and get it through. Maybe I can even do the graphic here real quick. Yeah, let me bring it back on screen. That way you can maybe get a little bit. Did you have any? Did you have any notes on it or a comment, or should I just?
I didn't have any notes on it. I was trying to hurry up and get something live on the show, but that's why I just told him, give me the Aggies money line.
Okay, well, no problem. I'll still put it up there and let Timmy know we're thinking about him. Hawaii by 2, and I do have my pick ready, though, actually. Say again what you gave out in that game. Hawaii, you like the Aggie? You like Utah State Aggies? DeAndre said,
they're getting good. They're getting good quarterback play over there in Utah State. Hawaii, they lost one of their home games already. They wouldn't compete in that game. So I like this Utah State team. They're getting good quarterback play. Like I said, I'm gonna lean towards Utah State here.
Okay, and I will go over with these two, to be honest here. Give me the over in this one at 59.5. Yeah, Hawaii. DeAndre, if you look at some of those, I don't know. I'm not real big on the metrics. I've tried to convert over the years, but when you look at one of those charts with the little dots and they show like how fast a team plays and how many passes, here's like all the team. Like run teams are down here, and then the passing teams. It's kind of like a math, and then Hawaii's like up here because of the passing. It's like all the teams are like this, and then you got Hawaii like way up here because they are so past more than anybody by far in the country. So okay, great job. I'm gonna stick around and do my hockey, DeAndre, but thank you so much. And I know you got all those plays locked, loaded, and ready over at Tony's Picks for tomorrow. Is that what you're gonna have there? You got 6, I think, loaded up, huh? Look at the
Yeah,
top
man.
of the board there.
I
Tito,
got
top of the
I
board.
got 3 college football plays in there, man. We're red hot in the
Oh
college
yeah, I see it.
football.
And then there's your
We're
NFL too. Yeah.
Yeah, we're red hot in college football, man. I got my best bet loaded up for one of the early games at 11. We're gonna get in and out of there. I got 3 plays for the NFL already in there, ready for you guys, man. It's been overwhelming, supernatural. Words can't even explain this journey that I'm on. I took the risk on myself, took the chance on myself, and it's been paying off. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all coming break these games down with me and Mr. Ramon showing up every night for us. It's gonna be slow days, it's gonna be fast days, but each and every night, me and Mr. Ramon here breaking it down for y'all, and I appreciate that. Come get my best bet at Tony'sPicks.com for $19, profit guaranteed. Use the code TonyT at checkout, man. We're red hot, like I said. Let's make it a winning day. Money making Saturday. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to you, Mr. Ramon. I appreciate you for having me, man. And good luck to all you guys, man. Pair me and Mr. Ramon up. 2-for-1 cappers there. 2-for-1 cappers there. Tony T at checkout. And good luck to all you guys, man. Money making Saturday. I'll see you guys later on.
Yep, and we'll recap tomorrow for sure with all those games because we have NFL tomorrow and not a full slate, so we'll have a few minutes to talk about all the great games from Saturday and recap the action and see how we did. So thanks a lot, DeAndre. You have a great day as well. Enjoy the games and let's do some winning. And make sure you head on over to Tony'sPicks.com, checking out DeAndre's picks for tomorrow. Those 3 big college football games, and he's on a roll. Look, I just showed you right there. I'm gonna go back to it real quick. He was on top of the board.
Yeah,
On top of the board
I
yesterday.
would have gave y'all some NBA picks today, but man, there was just
That
so
was a
many
lot.
college games, and I wanted
So
to
many
make sure
games.
that I had my stuff down. I wanted to make sure I came correct because I was reading some of the comments from yesterday, and it was on my trail, bro. It was on my trail, so I had to clean myself up, clean up what I got going on, and like I
DeAndre,
said, man, we're working overtime. We're working
we
overtime
crushed
trying to
the
get y'all the best
NBA board.
numbers.
If we only had time, we destroyed that NBA board yesterday.
Yeah, we killed it, man. It's only
I
a
think
preview. It's only a preview.
8-2, 8-2 officially, DeAndre. I think, pretty
Yeah,
sure 8.
it's gonna be official when the NBA season starts and me and you right here breaking these games down. So like I said, it feel good to know that we're on the right side of things and it's just the preseason. So I can only imagine when starters are in the game, full rosters are there, home court advantage and revenge spots. It's a lot. It's a lot. And we ready for it. So like I said, man, I appreciate y'all. I'm about to let Mr. Ramon get to his hockey. Good luck, y'all. Good luck in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Check me out at Tony's T. I'm DeAndre Stevenson right there. 3-0. 3-0 day, man. I love y'all guys, man. Thank y'all. All right, Mr. Ramon. See you. Good luck.
All right, DeAndre, great job. Thanks for staying up a little later for me there. Appreciate that. All right, yeah, I'm going to go over a little bit of whoops, wherever there I am. We're going to little bit of hockey here right now, and we're not going to go too deep into the analysis if that's okay, fam. And be just some quick breakdowns for sure and some plays as we get rolling here with hockey here on a big Saturday night. I mean, we basically have 16 games on the ice. So let me just go through them here real quick. It's going to be a play on each game. Maybe I can squeeze in a trend or a record of the team and something like that here. Also, some great soccer action here on international weekend at this point. There's Major League Soccer, 4 games tomorrow, World Cup qualifying from a lot of European action tomorrow. So let's get rolling here on the ice. And I'm going to have plays here. Let's get into it. And I didn't have time to put the goalies in, so I apologize. I love to usually put the goalies in. But here we go. Started off, we're going to be north of the border here with the Kings. Taking on the Jets here to start us off. make sure I get these game times right. That one caught me by surprise. Yeah, because this one goes off at 12. They get 12:37 here. I think actually with Los Angeles going up here against Winnipeg. In this one, you got Winnipeg here $1.30, and the total 5.5 here between these two. And look, for LA, they lost that opener and then came back in the next game and won the opener. Won game two, 6-5 in overtime. Or actually, a shootout over Vegas, and they were on a back-to-back. Now, a lot of my friends gave me a hard time and said, "Well, you shouldn't even worry about it. It's a back-to-back. It's the beginning of the season, and they're only going." To Las Vegas, and well, okay, I guess that's how it works. I guess it doesn't, like, you didn't go out there and skate those ships all night long. So I don't know. I stand corrected there a little bit. But I think for me here, seems real interesting right now. The Kings would only be plus $1.10 or so here against the Jets. They've now had that day off. Oh man, this one's got me cross here a little bit. Actually, I'm just trying to check the goalies myself. Trying to check the goalies in the background here. Okay. All right. So in this one, between the Kings and the Jets here, I'm going to go with the Kings on the road to win this one. All right. Let me make sure what's going on in the chat. You guys hanging with me here? Okay. Jimmy says Aswell's opponent has a broken hand there when he was at the weigh-ins today. There comes DeAndre. He does have a couple of picks here. He does have the Grizzlies at home and the Hawks there in the NBA. Mr. Wesker says the Panthers to keep rolling. Kempe hasn't scored yet. He says worried for I'm always worried for Winnipeg. Taking LA here on the road at even money. All right, next up. The Blues here are at the Flames. In this one, you got the Blues here on the road, $1.20 or so here in this one, with the Blues on the road taking on Calgary. Taking on Calgary here in this one, and I would think here, this is a series because St. Louis dominates this series. Actually, they've won 6 straight over Calgary coming in to this one. Also, lost 5 straight here at Calgary at home against St. Louis. So St. Louis usually dominates this series even on the road. It's just that St. Louis wasn't winning any games on the road at all late last season. Towards the end, that kind of was part of their demise, it felt like. So for Calgary here at home, usually pretty strong team, but I kind of like that St. Louis does own the series against them. And at $1.25 or so, I'm going to take another road team here, and I'm going to take St. Louis in this one. And let's see here in the comments. Blues seem to do well out west, says Timmy Tushu. All right, I'm going to keep it moving here. Keep it moving here right now. And next up, we've got Philadelphia taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. This one's a little bit lopsided here for sure with the Flyers on the road. And Carolina going to be about a 255 favorite or so in this one. So, yeah, this one's going to be a big puck line game here in this matchup between Philadelphia and Carolina. So we'll see. I mean, Carolina, we know how strong they have been here at home. Philadelphia, not the best of travelers here. New season, though, we'll see how it goes with the Flyers. But still, man, big price here. Flyers lost their opener. Carolina won in their first matchup of the season. So I'm going to have to take Carolina here. I guess I'll take them on the puck line. I was kind of looking for an excuse maybe to get on the total, but I'm just going to have to take Carolina here. I'm not sure I'm into the total just yet at 6 under 15 in this one. All right. Thanks to everyone in the chat helping me out here. And Falcon said, how about a pick for the Brewers game? Falcon, we were there at the beginning and did make the pick there. All right, Stars at plus money, he says, Mr. Weskers. Next up, New Jersey is at Tampa Bay here. You got New Jersey on the road, taking on the Lightning here in this one. And Tampa Bay often has the upper hand in the series against New Jersey, especially at home. Tampa also tends to push a little bit more offensively in home games. New Jersey does tend to struggle in road games where they are a bit of an underdog, like they are here at $1.45. I would think right now with both teams at 0-1, I'm going to have to go with Tampa here. $1.45. I hate to do it to you. It was as open as low as $1.30. Open $1.17 at Bet Online. I'm going to take Tampa Bay here in this one. All right, next up, Washington taking on the Islanders here with the Capitals, road favorite, taking on the Isles here. Usually these are tight, low-scoring games in recent history between these two. Washington actually has was kind of trending under towards the late part of last season. When these two teams meet, though, the total often stays under. I know the Islanders are going to have a modest home edge here in this one. They're actually a dog, so I really don't mind the price on them, but I'm going to go ahead and take the under here. It is 5.5 flat, so give me the under with Washington and the Islanders tonight. Next up, the Sabres are on the road, taking on the Bruins here in this one. Got the Bruins here favored at home, $1.15, the total 6. The Bruins are 2-0 so far. Buffalo usually struggles in Boston, that's for sure. They usually are underdogs here. They are once again, because of the Boston surprising start. We want to call it that at this point, but I think Buffalo's road offense, I don't know if we're going to see quite enough here against Boston. Boston home games tend to be on the lower side when Buffalo is involved. Buffalo's road games can go under in situations like this. So I'm going to take the under here in this one with Buffalo and Boston. All right. And Mr. Weskers is ready to break the record. And let's see here. Timmy says, oh, man, give Falcon that over. Not sure there. Not sure what that says, Timmy. Rangers in Pittsburgh here in this one. You got the Rangers on the road, $1.40. 6 over 15 here in this one for the Rangers. Coming in here against Pittsburgh. The Rangers have had success against Pittsburgh, particularly when there's a lot of goals scored, and that might happen here, actually. We've got a 6, slightly juiced to the over, even some 6.5s out there, juiced to the under at DraftKings, but Rangers games in general kind of lean over when they are on the road as favorites. So in matchups like the ones against Pittsburgh, there have been multiple high-scoring affairs. So I think the Rangers can probably do it here on the road. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Rangers here. I know it's $1.40, but look, Pittsburgh is 2-0 so far. I don't know if it's a fluke necessarily. Maybe they are better than the Rangers this year after all. Maybe Pittsburgh will do something, but I got to think the Rangers bring it back down to earth a little bit. They're the one that are favored on the road here, so I'm going to take the Rangers on the road in this one. All right. Yeah, you know what, Mr. It might not be the best value, I think, for sure. I think the value might be with Pittsburgh. I know the tickets are coming in on Pittsburgh so far. Everyone's hyped up right now that Pittsburgh's 2-0. I get it. Canadians are taking on the Blackhawks. Canadians come in 1-1. The Blackhawks are 1-1 coming into this one with Montreal here on the road. This series, usually Chicago games go under in this series when these two teams have met in Chicago, often staying under in this pairing wherever they've played. Montreal often struggles on the road in this matchup, actually. As bad as the Blackhawks have been, is actually a series where they kind of do all right. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Blackhawks in this game to get their first win of the season. I'm going to take Chicago to beat Montreal here. Can't do a puck line here in this one. That's laying too much. I'll take plus $1.20 or more with the Blackhawks in this one. All right, we're going quickly because there's so many games, you guys. Let me just cover them like I am here, if you don't mind. Ottawa taking off Florida here. Ottawa's had a hard time beating Florida in the past, especially on the road. Ottawa's had very few wins of late in Florida overall. Meanwhile, many of their matchups have seen higher scoring games. Given Florida's obvious edge here at home, $1.45 or so, and probably the edge in quality here. I actually want to take Florida on the puck line in this game. Probably get that. Maybe have to take an empty netter, but also it is 5.5 over minus 115. So I'm going to go over in this one with Ottawa and Florida to go over here in this one. Man, I kind of like Florida though too on the puck line. Maybe it'll be a premium. Here we go. Let's see here. Timmy talking. I'm sorry I didn't put the goaltenders up here, and can't really cover them all because I got to do them game by game here. All right, Mr. Westers likes all his teams. Florida Panthers. All right, next up, we're rolling here on Night Moves. I've got the Leafs taking on the Wings here on Saturday night. You got blue versus red. Going on here with Toronto, $1.45, 6 over 15 in this one with Toronto favored here on the road against this Detroit team. Now, for me, I know that maybe Detroit, that was a little bit heartbreaking, that opener for sure. Didn't really perform that well. And Toronto, 1-0 so far. What can you say? So what's it going to come down to when it comes down to Toronto taking on Detroit in this one? You know, Toronto's won 13 of the last 18 against Detroit overall, and Detroit's gone just 2-7 in their last 9 against Toronto. So I'm going to keep it up here and take Toronto here. Yeah, they're minus $1.45, but hey, I'm not going to give a premium out of $1.45 on the road, but I do think that Toronto will win this one, and I'm going to take them here against Detroit tonight. All right, let's see here. And Leafs here. And Jimmy, could you believe that, Jimmy? It started to go up there big time this afternoon on that line with Aswell. Okay, next up, Mammoth and Predators here with Utah here going up against Nashville in this one. You got Nashville, an underdog. Utah's $1.20 on the road, 6 under 20. So you got the Mammoth as a road favorite right now. And Utah's road numbers against Nashville really aren't that good. They don't perform well here at all. Usually it's a tight game for sure when these two teams meet in Nashville. And Nashville's often held Utah to a modest total, quite often under their team total here. So I would think here Nashville, an underdog at home, that looks kind of good to me here. I'm going to go under in this one as my play on the show, but I might find my way to Nashville as a slight underdog in this game between Utah and Nashville. Charles likes the regulation draw, I think, here in this one. The Stars are at I think I missed the Columbus game here. Bad graphics, man. Here we go. Let me do a Blue Jackets at Wild. Oh, just so many games. I think I had a hard time crossing them off my list. And I didn't do the goalies like I said I usually like to do. Okay, but here we go. Let me go with this one next. Going in order here. Blue Jackets taking on the Wild here in this one in Minnesota, $1.50, 6 under 20 here with Columbus on the road, taking on the Wild on Saturday night. And for me in this one, with Columbus on the road here, look, they're 1-6 in their last 7 trips here to Minnesota. I know Minnesota's a pretty big favorite here, $1.50 or $1.55 or so, but Minnesota has won also 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams here in Minnesota. Under in 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two, and Columbus was a big time under on the road most of the late part of the season. I'm going to go under here with Columbus and Minnesota here on Saturday night. Thank you for joining me here on Night Moves. And Dallas to win the Stanley Cup, says Mr. Weskers. Stars and Avalanche now. You got the Avalanche, $1.35, 6 over at -115 here with the Stars on the road, taking on the Abs. Usually this is a high-scoring series, no matter how you look at it. Even when Dallas is at home, it's still high-scoring. Colorado's had a strong edge at home against Dallas. They often win by multiple goals, quite frankly, against Dallas, despite, the balance and talent. Maybe Colorado's certainly a little bit more talented. They're obviously favored here, but only $1.42 right now at some of the offshore books in this one. So go ahead and give me Colorado here. Maybe even go -1 here. I'm going to take Colorado at home against Dallas on Saturday night. All right, next up, got a few more here. Thanks for hanging me out with me here on Night Moves. Man, we're going crazy with all these hockey games. Why'd they do this? Canucks taking on the Oilers here. Oilers -$1.65. The total is 6, maybe 5.5 over at some books, but feels like mostly 6 wherever you look right now. The last few matchups between these two teams have often gone a little bit to the over here, especially if we're going to be looking at some we can get a 5.5 over. Like I said, mostly looks like 6 here with Edmonton at $1.65. Edmonton's been strong at home in games against Vancouver for sure. I think Edmonton can win this game, but at $1.65, I'm just going to take the over in this one. I don't want to put you through it. I don't know if I want to lay the puck line here. Seen a lot of these puck line favorites not necessarily be able to get it home here in the first couple of days of the season. So give me the over in this one with Vancouver and Edmonton here. All right. How about McDavid for a goal? How about the Oilers here for Mr. Weskers? Yeah, he says they're still shocked from the Panthers. I would say they're still shocked from losing to the Flames the other night in overtime. That's what I was thinking. How about the Ducks and the Sharks here right now with the Ducks on the road? $1.25, 6 over at -25 here in this one with Anaheim coming in here. They've had some success historically versus San Jose in past series. They've won the most matchups between them. Now the head-to-head games between these two often kind of go over here right now, and at 6. I might have a tendency to want to go over here. I know Anaheim on the road might not be the best team you want to try to lay it with, but I'm not sure I want San Jose just yet. Got to take San Jose sometime. You can't fade them every game, but I'm worried here that Anaheim can do it. I don't know if I want to lay them as a road favorite. I'm going to go ahead and take the over in this one with Anaheim and San Jose. One more, and that'll be the show. Thank you for joining me here on Night Moves. Macklin to score here for Timmy Tushu. And Jimmy says it was a crummy game, crummy schedule here by the NHL. Okay, the Ducks are taking on the Sharks in the final. Oops, here we go. No, I'm sorry. I did that one. Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Seattle Kraken here late night. with Seattle at home in this one. An underdog for sure. Vegas, $1.70, 6 over 15. Vegas has dominated this series in the head-to-head in the past few seasons. Many of their games have been kind of lower scoring when these two teams face each other. So I think Vegas can win here, but as that big favorite in this one, I'm not going to tell you to lay it. I don't necessarily want to lay the puck line either in this one. So I'm going to go under with Vegas and Seattle in this one. All right, really appreciate it there. Dang, under, lots of unders. We need some. Been watching some regular tennis coming up here in just a short while. In fact, I think there's a match and a half an hour with Djokovic, and Vacherod has been great, but I don't know if he can go up against Novak here and later on. Good matches with Goff and Paolini. Paolini swabbed Swiatek last night in straights. I think it was 6-1, 6-2, dominated Sabalenka and Pegula here. Pegula's done a nice job. Can Arena really rock Pegula? I don't know. Maybe Pegula could cover the game spread there and later on. Daniil Medvedev, there was a incident yesterday, and I thought it was probably because of Daniil, but no, some fan was protesting in the stands, apparently, going up against Rinderknech tonight. Okay, that's going to do it. Oh, no, I got some CFL. Does anybody want a little CFL action here for the games on Saturday? I think I have the schedule here and maybe some picks. Let me find them here real quick. I came in here. I'm not going to not use the graphic after typing them up. Got the stamps. Got the stamps here right now in this one, taking on the Tiger Cats here on Saturday. And I'm going to go over in this one with Calgary and Hamilton. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Hamilton playing pretty well. They won 4 out of their last 5. Calgary kind of owns this series, but I'm going to take the over in this one with Calgary and Hamilton. And finally, Winnipeg is going to be taking on Edmonton here in this one. Winnipeg's won 5 straight meetings between these two teams coming in. Edmonton's gone under in 10 of their last 11 games right now, dating back here this season and last 11 games overall. So I'm going to go under here with Winnipeg and Edmonton. That's Night Moves. Thank you to DeAndre Stevenson. He's done a terrific job with us so far. Trans Canada, nice to see you. He's got a parlay, the stamp. And a special shout out. I think DeAndre already said it, but to Trans Canada, thank you for that great pick yesterday on the under with Toronto and Saskatchewan. Really appreciate you. Great job. All right. And he said parlay the Stamps and the Cats over first quarter. Oh, parlay Stamps and the Cats, both teams to go over in the first quarter. So Calgary at Hamilton, take Calgary over in the first quarter, half a point, and parlay it with the both over. Parlay Stamps and Cats. Parlay Stamps and Cats. I think he means both teams go over in that first game. Okay, I hope we get that right. Thank you, TransCanada, and thank you to everybody here on the Morning Steam Show. I'm sorry, Night Moves. Yeah, Night Moves here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Thanks to DeAndre Stevenson as well. Yeah, both to score 1 point in the first quarter. Thanks, Trans. Got it. Good job. And we'll be back here tomorrow for more Night Moves. Enjoy the great Saturday of action, folks, and be back here tomorrow.